Thanks for inviting me today. I'm always excited to be able to share a little bit more about what we do at the college. And I'll look forward to seeing you on the campus over there in auto and criminal justice. Great programs. And sorry, Vivian, I don't know where she goes, but I won't be able to see you, but I'll be thinking about you. I have a psychology degree as well, so it's a good foundation. So, I'm hoping, I love my work at Lewis and Clark. I don't want to stand in front of that. And I'm hoping that when you leave here, you'll know a little bit more about what we do at college. Specifically, by the end of the presentation, you'll know more about who we serve and how. And does anybody know what we do in adult education at Lewis and Clark? It's one of those kind of adult education, you know, it seems kind of it's a general title, so it's not often understood. So I'll just see if what I tell you helps you understand. So I'm going to try something a little bit different. If I could, I would bring our students because they're actually the best way of telling you what we do. But instead, I thought I'd do the next best thing and bring their words. So the following are some of their quotes from students that should give you an idea about who we serve and some of their experiences. And I thought I'd start with some of the quotes that they shared with their experiences before they came to our programs. So for a variety of reasons, the majority of our students did not have a good experience in their traditional school system. This is from a 26-year-old woman in college now, talking about her experience. She also, in 7th grade, lost basically both her grandmother, who she called the roots to the structure, and her mother, who never really came back from that loss and got addicted to drugs and things like that. So this is from her. I guess I didn't have much grit back then because I felt like no one really cared, like I was just insignificant. When students would raise their hands, she would answer the questions of the straight-A students, and the ones who are kind of behind or failing were just kind of like, you know, a sore thumb in the back of the room. Or, you know, it was in my head, I just can't do this. Or education wasn't a priority back then because I guess I was just too busy surviving. And I felt like I had no purpose. So these are some of the quotes from students before they came to us. And then something changed. And they found courage to come back to school and give education another try. There we go. Oh, that was supposed to be up there. Darn it. So the reasons that people attend adult education programs are varied. They need a GED to find a job, to go to school, go to training. They want to be a role model for their children. According to one student, it was like I woke up one day and for some reason, you know, I felt like I might have a purpose in the world. So our programs are non-traditional path to college and careers. So you don't have to raise your hand, just think inside. Raise your hand inside. How many of us did the traditional path? Graduate from high school, go to college, get a job, or graduate from high school, get a job, in a very lockstep order. I mean, how many of us did take a non-traditional path to get to where we are today? This is something that we're offering at Lewis and Clark for students who don't finish high school in a traditional way. So through our programs, we have GED classes around the college district, and these are in the brochure, so you know you have it after we leave today. We have tutoring where we train volunteer tutors and match them with our adult learners, and that is the thing that we may have talked to you about at some point in the past, I'm just not sure. We have family literacy programs where we help our students who are parents step into their role as their child's first and most important teacher. We have bridge and ICAPS models where students can actually finish their GED and take college credit at the same time, so they kind of get started and move along quickly. And we have innovative programming for young people 16 to 24 through our Youth Build program. And we have a highway construction training program for those with a diploma or GED to help them get into the trades. We're kind of busy, I think. And one of throughout all of our efforts, we really try to help people discover their why or their purpose for being in school, because that helps all of us to stick with something and finish it if we know why we're there. And one of our students says that really well. He says, this is an 18-year-old young man who finished our youth build program and is currently in his 3rd semester of college, 18 years old. He says, I've slept on the street before, you know, and I think that, and then I think about that, and then I think about if I have children, and it terrifies me that they would ever have to experience anything like that. I think about them doing some of the things that I've done. I mean, it makes me appalled. It's sickening, honestly, and it keeps me going. It keeps me pushing. So, I said I would be brief. To sum it up, for our division at the college, adult education is an issue of social justice. The faces of our students and their children are enough to give us a sense of urgency to design relevant, successful, and just the most relevant, successful programming possible. And when our students succeed, their individual successes add value and tax dollars. Our community, our state, and our nation benefit. So that's kind of what we do. And you have a brochure to give you the details, and I'm happy to answer any questions about that you might have.